सबसे बड़ा उद्देश्य रहेगा कि किसी को शूद्र नहीं दलित कहा जाए.
It's a really big chance for an actor like me to play Savitri by Phule, right? Really thinking, oh, I have to become an actress, and Mumbai is this big bad city of dreams. You know, some of these fairness cream ads,
Right.
I would go there and they would be like, you can't audition for this. I used to be so nervous, and believe me, when I was auditioning, I knew I was cracking.
I have with me the lovely, the enduring Patralekha.
Hi.
How are you
Thank
doing,
you.
Patralekha?
Thank you.
You're looking lovely. You're
Thank
looking
you.
absolutely lovely.
Thank
Have
you.
you had an exhausting day? Have you
Yeah,
been?
not exhausting, but a bit of a longish day.
Yeah. So, how excited are you about this film, which is playing in theaters right now, and your performance is being applauded all across the board, and you're playing such an important character in the film.
Yeah.
So, Phule is the name of the movie.
Yes.
And you play
Savitri by
Phule.
Yes.
How was that? How was that
Oh,
experience
it
playing
was
this
it was
character?
quite overwhelming, daunting initially when I signed the movie, because I knew that those are really big shoes to fill. You know, they are gods in Maharashtra. People are praying to them. You know, but the first couple of days I was a little nervous. I told my director that I'm nervous, but he's like, "Don't be. We'll we'll do something about it." Then I was like, I told myself that I have embarked on this journey. There's no need of this nervous energy now. Just forget it and do what you can do the best.
Right. But it's such a responsibility
Yeah.
to play a
Yeah.
character like. Is this the first real life character you've played?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah,
So,
it is.
how big of a responsibility is it to play a real life character and then play a character of this stature and this significance?
No,
in, like,
of
life?
course it was a daunting task, but like I said, that I had to tell myself to stop thinking about it. Here I have a chance, and it's a really big chance for an actor like me to
Right,
get to play Savitri by Phule, right? So I told myself that now you're here, do the best, give it your best, and then the rest is in, I don't know whose hand, but somebody's hand. It's not in your hand for sure.
Right. And so also, the film had a few issues just before it came
Yeah.
out.
Yeah.
There were people having issues with the movie. The censor board was having issues
Yeah.
with the movie. How did you deal with all of that? What were you thinking when all of that was happening to this film?
Well, when the noise started, actually, it was a little difficult because you're nervous about, oh, will the movie not come? Will all that hard work that all of us, some 150, 200 people put in, would just go down the drain? Those were the thoughts, but my producers were really confident that they'll be able to maneuver through this,
Right.
and they did.
And they did manage.
Yeah, they
it's
did
out
manage.
In theaters.
It's out in theaters right now.
And,
Yeah.
So now I'm going to talk about you, about
Yeah.
your journey. You're from Shillong.
I'm from Shillong.
Right.
Yeah.
So how did acting come to you? When did acting come to you?
So I was always in a boarding school. First I was in Assam Valley, which is in Assam. Then I went to Bangalore for my 11th, 12th. And then, my parents were like, don't be in Bangalore. Because Bangalore at that point was on the cusp, again, of becoming like not such a safe place.
Okay.
It was becoming a little weird. So my parents were like, hey, you have a house. Like, we have a house there. Why don't you go stay in Mumbai? I was like, fine. Like, I was a bohemian because I was in Assam. First I was in Shillong, then Assam. So I was like, okay, this whole India is my home and I can just go stay anywhere. So I came to Mumbai, not really thinking, oh, I have to become an actress and Mumbai is this big bad city of dreams. It was nothing like that. I came here. I went to HR college. My father wanted me to become a CA.
He was a CA,
He
right?
was a
yes,
CA.
Yes.
He bought me books. He registered me into the course. Eventually, I didn't end up giving the exams because the first day I was like, I just want to take it easy. I've studied too much. So my father was like, fine. And actually, writing my third year final exams, I met a friend who was from my college. because you give your exams in different colleges,
Right.
right?
Yeah. Yeah.
So I met him, and we figured out that we are from the same college, and we became friends. And over the course of time, I figured out that he's a casting director. That's what he does. Because college students here do have a professional life.
Right,
Yeah?
right.
Unlike most of the other cities in India. So I was like, casting director? He's like, yeah. Then I was like, I want to act, model too. It's began with modeling.
Huh.
I did an ad for him where I got 5,000 rupees. Then he said, listen, you have to take some photos, give it to like coordinators back then.
Coordinators.
Yeah,
That was the time of
correct.
coordinators, right? Yes.
So I used to go for like some 7 auditions a day. I used to love it. You know, I would wake up in the morning, go to the gym, get ready, take my bag. And listen, the thing is, I came from a privileged background.
In that sense,
In
right.
the sense that, you know, I had a house, I had a car, I didn't have to fend for my next. So I don't have those kind of sob stories at all. You know, my parents gave me a really good life, and I'm here because of them. You know, otherwise Mumbai can be a really difficult city.
It can be a tough city.
It can
right?
be, because I've seen other people squirming through it. So I didn't have those stories at all. I loved going for auditions. I met new people, and I loved acting in front of the camera. I mean, whatever those lines were, gibberish lines, didn't understand head or tails of it. And so many times people would be like, you know, some of these fairness cream ads,
Right.
I would go there and they would be like, you can't audition for this. And I'm like, why?
Not fit.
Not
is
fit.
the word, yes.
So those days were fun days, and then eventually I ended up getting City Lights.
How did City Lights happen?
So
It's such a beautiful film.
thank you.
I love that movie. I love your performance in that
Thank
movie.
you.
You know, Mr. Ansel Mehta is such
Yeah.
a phenomenal filmmaker.
Yes.
And your co-actor is also a pretty good actor.
Yeah.
Not bad.
He's not bad, yeah.
It's okay.
He's almost there.
He manages on a good day. But you know what the surprising film about that film is that what the surprising thing about that film is that it's actually produced by Mr. Mahesh Bhatt, and that goes under the scanner.
Yeah.
A lot of people are not aware that he made that film.
So, like I said, I started auditioning for ads, and then I started getting really good ads, big ads. From there on, I started getting calls from casting directors that come audition for films.
Right.
Honestly, I didn't have any idea about like auditioning for films, but also the good thing was like those days, you know, this whole casting director crop had come in, and people were hiring them.
Yeah.
Otherwise, मैं कैसे पहुंचती यार, मेरे को तो पता भी नहीं था. So then, and I thought that I was awfully bad.
Okay.
Because doing an ad audition is very different from doing a film audition.
Yeah, totally.
It's literally a scene. You know, there is a graph, which I didn't understand a shit. I used to be so nervous. Half the words wouldn't come out. I would cry and leave. And then I figured, I met Raj at FTII. I went to do some work there. And then he introduced me, like, FTI introduced me to this whole breed of actors that were learning the art form, right? And I was really mesmerized with it. And I kept telling Raj, we had just become friends, you know, and he had done LSD by then.
Okay.
And I was like, listen, I need to learn it, and please help me. And actually, he really kind of encouraged me. He picked books for me. He recommended books. He would tell me, okay, let's do these kind of exercises which will help you. And then eventually I ended up going to Barry John while I was at Barry John doing the course, and I really enjoyed it.
Right.
You know, I was like, oh wow, I mean, this is a complete different world that I have no idea about, but there's a free flow state in it, you know. And then when City Lights casting was going on, a friend of mine was the casting director on it, and some other filmmaker was on it.
Okay, all right.
So I auditioned for it, and eventually I didn't get picked up. Some other girl got, but to my luck, the director left the film. So
The actress also left the
actress
film.
left the film.
Oh, okay.
And then Hansel sir came on board, and he wanted to see the top 3 for auditions. So I was
Right.
anyway there.
Huh.
He saw it, and he was like, "No, I really don't like it. Can you audition?" And I was in Kolkata. I was shooting for a Bengali film, my first Bengali film.
Okay.
A small film, art film. So I went to the Goria Haat Bazaar. It's a marketplace where I thought, okay, what can this character wear? So I picked up some ghagra, jhumkas and all. And then I came back to Mumbai and I auditioned for it. And believe me, when I was auditioning, I knew I was cracking it.
You knew
Yeah.
you just it felt right.
It just felt right. And he was there. Hansal sir was in front of me. But sometimes it just feels right. You know what you're doing is right.
You do get that feeling,
Yeah,
right?
you
As
do
actors,
get,
you know that
yeah.
I'm nailing this.
Yeah,
I'm nailing
yeah.
this. This is feeling great.
And you know your bad days also.
Yeah, which are many,
Yeah,
which are like
yeah.
always.
Yeah.
But right, and then you jumped genres.
Yeah.
And you did this a Vikram Bhatt movie
Yeah,
called Love
yeah,
Games.
yeah, I
That
did.
was a little like a completely
Yeah, and I was very
off-
uncomfortable, and I realized that this is not my zone.
Right, right.
And actually, that kind of deterred me a lot. Like, it actually was very how do I say? It didn't work for me at all.
The whole experience.
The whole experience,
film.
the film, when the film came out, people didn't want to associate
Right, right.
with the act with me. Associate in the sense that they didn't want to offer me anything because they didn't know, what is this spectrum of
Oh yeah, that must have been like a tough phase, right?
It was really tough.
You do get slotted
Yeah,
in
you
our
get
industry.
boxed. Yeah,
like,
it's really
and
easy
they're like,
to get
oh,
boxed.
you know what?
But even City Lights didn't work for me.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Right.
It's
In
not
that
like
sense.
I was given a lot of. I was not offered even a single movie after it.
After City Lights.
No, I
Oh,
wasn't.
okay.
So that's why I went to Bhatt Saab and I was like, give me a movie.
Huh.
And that's when he gave me Love Games.
Right, right.
I had not a single offer, not a single audition call. But anyway, that's how it was.
That's
and,
yeah.
And I did Love Games. But you know what? Now that I look back, would I like to change anything? No. That's how my life is supposed to pan. And I learned so much from it.
Right,
Because I was so new and I had no background in the industry, I just feel like I didn't understand what I could do, what I shouldn't do. I had nobody to guide me. Like now there are agencies. Back then I didn't even have an agency. So I was working on my own,
Just figuring stuff out.
just
on your
figuring
own
stuff out. And also the point was like for me, whether Love Games was a good script, bad script, I didn't know. I was just happy getting my second film. But I didn't understand the repercussions that it would have, But anyway, after that, my days were bad and my years were blur and it was really difficult. But you know what? I was very determined. I was like, this cannot put me off, man.
Yeah, it's not it.
This
is not going to break me. I'm going to go. I'm going to figure stuff out.
Yeah, and it took me a lot of time, I'm on literally, I'm done with 10 years.
Yeah,
I don't have
that's
so
what-
many releases.
Right.
But, yeah.
But you do have
Yeah.
a very interesting mix of work that you've done.
Yeah.
You were a part of Bose
Yeah.
after that.
Yeah.
And that must have been just going back to work.
Yeah, it
with,
was fun. I shot for like 3-4 days. It was not like a really meaty
Right,
or
right.
major role, but it was just fun working with Hansal sir again.
Again,
Yeah.
right. And have you worked with him again after
No, I
than
haven't.
that?
I haven't.
And
No.
Is there
I
something
hope
that
so.
you're
I
talking
hope
about?
so. No.
that
I'm
you're
sure
gonna do?
he keeps telling me that we'll work soon
Kuch karenge
together.
saath mein, kuch karenge,
And I'm sure we'll do something together.
Right,
Yeah.
right. And then, but you've had a very interesting 2024
Yeah.
where you did 2 fun
Yeah,
projects
yeah.
and also very interesting projects. There was Wild Wild Punjab.
Wild Wild Punjab
which
on
was
Netflix.
This
Yeah.
mad comedy
Yeah,
that
yeah.
you were a part of.
Yeah.
And it
Bunch of
was
poor Punjabi boys.
on a road trip.
Dude, and I have no idea about Punjab really. Staying with these boys, I have also become a Paji and come back. And big fan of Punjabi music. You name a song and I will sing to the beat.
You know the songs, you hung out with the crew
Yeah.
and you were in the zone with them.
I've
And-
had
And such fun boys also,
Have
right?
fun.
It's just a fun
oh my
people.
God. I mean,
Varun Sharma.
that was another trip altogether.
And
Yeah.
then there was this great show called IC814,
Yeah.
which was on Hijack,
Yeah.
which was based
Again
on
on
Hijack,
Netflix,
and
yeah.
again on Netflix, yeah. And
And that got me a lot of love and appreciation.
right, that must have been.
Yeah.
Did you win an award for that too?
Yeah, I did.
You did, right?
And
Yes.
not one, multiple.
Right,
Yeah.
right. Yeah. So
Yeah.
how was that experience just going?
Oh,
into
it
a
was very
show like that,
no,
which
no.
is
It
so
was very, very. How do I say it? I'm not getting the right word, but it was quite a crazy ride. You know, it was claustrophobic because you're in that space where 200 people are put inside the cast and the crew, and plus you're going through those situations. And it's not easy, man. A plane is getting kidnapped. Your toilets have like overflowing out. I mean, obviously, you need to imagine these stuff, but you're pushing yourself to those
right.
limits, right? So it was a bit of a crazy ride.
It was an intense shoot.
It was a
to
it was
do.
a lot,
But so rewarding.
so rewarding, so rewarding.
Right?
Yeah, yeah. But if you ask me if I can go through it again, I don't think so. I have it in me to go through it. It really took a lot. I mean, I can't make you understand in words why, but it just did.
And then you went and did a very simple, non-challenging part like Savitri Bai Phule. So yeah, you're like, all right, let's just do it.
One after the other. Yeah. Yeah.
And now you're about to turn a producer.
Producer,
You
yes.
the movie's called
Toaster.
right?
Yeah.
I think the teaser came out a
Yeah,
few months back, and
yeah.
it created quite a buzz.
Yeah,
and,
it's a fun film.
So what was the plan on wanting to produce? What's like, how did that happen?
Before the pandemic only, I and Raj were pretty sure that we wanted to make movies.
Right.
The content that we believe we like, and it just seemed like it would happen. I don't know how, and then the pandemic happened. OTTs came in place, and thank God for that, because now they are our producers and they believe in our vision.
Right. And so, are there any other films which
Yeah,
are
I
working
have
on?
like
And-
one film going on floor in the next 25 days.
Oh wow, it's gonna
Yeah,
start shooting now,
now.
right?
Yeah,
Are
yeah.
you acting in that?
No,
as well?
I'm not acting in that. Because see,
You are gonna act in your
Of
films
course,
as well. Right?
yes,
It's not that.
of-
No, I'm a producer. And I'm
No,
not
no,
gonna
no,
act
no.
in it. Yeah.
Of course, I'm going to act in it, but I have realized, and thank God, I took this decision in my first film only, because everybody was like, "Why aren't you acting? I mean, it's your production. It makes more sense." And then I was like, no, because it's my production, and I want to do it well, because Raj is acting now. Maybe the second one I'll do.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
It's a really difficult task.
It is.
It is
very hard.
you are moving mountains. So, and thank God I didn't do it. We would have gone crazy. So when our second film is going on floor, I was like, no, this is not happening. Either you act, I act.
Okay.
It's not possible that we both act in the same way. One person has to be there. So now we have come to terms that when I'm acting in the movie, he's going to produce. He
And-
cannot act in
right,
it.
right.
And when he's acting, I will produce.
But it'll be
Yeah.
nice for y'all to do a film together.
We
which I'll
will,
also
but
do
not
eventually.
under our production. If there are other
Oh.
producers, please, we are happy to be cast in your movies. I can't do that to the production.
Fair enough, though. Fair enough,
People
though, because
just don't understand how difficult production is.
Yeah, it's a
And
whole
the
different
kind
ballgame,
of
right?
paperwork and just accumulating those people and just getting them to work is really a daunting task.
But you're enjoying
But
it. But you're enjoying
I love it. There's adrenaline every day. Ye nahi aaya, wo nahi aaya. But the most beautiful thing is when you start with a seed and it becomes a script, then it goes on to making, and then you see a final product.
Oof, that
It is just so
that's a different
full.
high.
That's that's so fulfilling.
I mean, I have to ask you this. I'm very curious about the fact that so like two actors who are married to each other. How do you all exchange notes about each other's work? Do you all talk about work, or it's like, okay, wait, I'm going to make it a very simple question. We all know he's a pretty good actor.
Yeah.
Like he
Yeah,
manages.
he's
Yeah,
managed.
as we spoke, he manages,
Yeah.
right? And you see a film
Yeah.
and you see a performance and you don't like it.
Yeah.
Patralekha. You're like, so do you come home and do you
Yeah,
talk to him about it, and like,
absolutely.
and how does he take it?
he takes it really well. And
Right.
as an actor, you always know whether the performance has landed or not.
Right.
Whether that scene has landed or not. See, with Raj, he will never go off with the performance.
Yeah.
You know, it's too hard for
There's
him
never a
to...
bad Rajkumar
Yeah,
Rao performance. Like, it's hard
Yeah.
to... Like, you can't find that,
You
right?
can't find
It's not gonna
that.
happen.
So maybe a scene there that didn't connect with me or something. But we have given each other the freedom. There's no ego in it.
Right.
You know, it's only for each other's benefit. We are only helping ourselves by
Right.
telling the truth. And I think it's very transparent like that. And you can also judge it, right? That what he or she is saying is...
And he's not saying it
Yeah.
out of a
Yeah,
wrong
or
place.
spite
It's
or
coming
anything.
from
Yeah, for
truth, from honesty.
Yeah,
you
and
know?
only for growth.
Right. Right. You want
Yeah.
each other to improve. And
Absolutely.
has he told you about one of your performances which he didn't
yeah,
enjoy?
absolutely.
And he said that...
yeah, it was really bad or
Yeah?
trash. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, and then...
even couple of scenes that he doesn't like, he always tells me.
You all can sit and chat about it
Yeah,
very comfortably.
very
It's-
comfortably.
It's chill.
Yeah,
and
listen, because there's so much noise around us that we find solace in each other, and also we are each other's mirrors.
right.
You know,
right.
we are reflecting. So, I mean, I feel like if he's not honest to me, then who is going to be honest?
And if you're not honest to him, then
Yeah,
like who's
who
gonna
is-
like? That's the
Yeah.
truth, right?
Yeah,
at the end
that's
of the
the
day,
truth.
that was such a beautiful chat. That was
Thank
such a
you.
that was such a lovely chat, and
Thank
you're
you.
so candid about everything that you feel, and I'm so happy with that you're here. And
Thank you. It's my
you're part
pleasure.
of
And we spoke.
just- yes,
And we spoke our hearts out.
Yeah, that is it's rare, but that's always the plan of this chat, of this this chat show, that all the guests that I've had, I just
Correct.
want to get into like just kind of talk about themselves,
Selves.
because we're all giving curated answers, otherwise we're all like told to just say that
Yeah.
stay away from
Yeah.
this and stay away from
Stay
that
away.
and all of that, and I try to humanize the conversation always, and I'm so happy that we had
I'm
such
so
a lovely
happy
chat.
chatting with you.
And I wish you all the very best,
Thank you.
Patralekha,
Thank you.
for a beautiful ride.
Thank you.